Hey and welcome, Hammeh here, a little bit of Overwatch news and then something a little bit different for you today. As there's been a whole bunch of cool Overwatch art books announced, we're going to talk a bit about Overwatch art as well as it ties into it. Then I'll be asking you what you think about a potential new series from me. Firstly, the news. For you art fans, colouring fans and general Overwatch fans, the Art of Overwatch has just been announced, with an introduction and commentary from the game's dev team, probably I'm guessing similar to the art book that we saw in the collector's edition. There's going to be a whole chunk of new Overwatch art that we'll get to have a look at. There are two different editions. There is the regular hardcover edition with this very cool art by Arnold Sang, who's a lead character concept artist I believe on Overwatch, as well as a deluxe and limited edition that's going to come in at around about $100. Now the difference between the two is that the deluxe edition has a clamshell box that you can see here with a magnetic close. It's got a slip cover that has Tracer on there as well as two portfolios and then these three pieces of concept art. Now the first one is from the front of the collector's edition art book, which is really cool, you may have seen it before. The other is from the cover of the actual book, that's Sang's piece, and the third is yet to be revealed. Now Blizzard prints tend to be very good quality, they can be framed, you can put them up on your wall, so I'm tempted to extend my money if I have it at the time to the limited edition when it comes up for order in EU or similar. The blurb for the book says we will see behind the scenes looks at our favourite characters, never before seen artwork and other things as well. So the collector's edition art book did have some really cool little lore nuggets, little facts, little quotes and things from the dev team about the game, and given that this is a pretty chunky book, I'm pretty sure there'll be some more of that kind of stuff in there as well. So can't wait to see what's in there. What do you think? In the meantime, some other books have been announced too. There is an adult colouring book. Now, it's not what it sounds like. It's a colouring book full of art from the Overwatch world. It's got more than 75 pieces in, concept art, paintings and sketches. Blizzard have actually done these before for World of Warcraft and similar, so it'd be cool to see what that comes in at. There's also going to be a comic anthology. I'm pretty excited about this. Now this comes in at $20 at the moment on US Amazon. It's a hardcover compilation of all 12 Overwatch comics so far, which of course brings us up to and including Uprising. I wonder if we'll have the Lunar New Year tapestry that was done. It wasn't a full comic, but it was a beautiful piece of art. That's quite a nice deal. I think McCree's Trainhopper comic was given away at a San Diego Comic Con in the past in a physical copy, so this might be the first occasion that you can get some, if not all of these, as a physical copy to buy, so I'll definitely be adding those to my collection. I wonder if I can get a few artists to autograph it for me. Now all of these books are listed for October 2017 at the moment on Amazon. We'll see if they make it out for then, but it would make sense releasing them before Christmas and just before BlizzCon. Let's not forget as well that all of the material in them is already there and existing, so it's not as though something's being written or devised. So with art books and comic compilations, many amazing artists and art out there in the community, I could spend hours going through all my favourites, but I thought that because we were talking about books, it'd be cool to talk about art and you have to kick things off somewhere. So I wanted to just share a few artists you probably know the work of and should know the names of too, and then after that, maybe I could find a way to chat about art every week, couple of weeks, every month. What do you think? Maybe a community creations or content showcase? It could be YouTubers I enjoy or have seen, videos, animations and more. Do let me know in the comments below what you think of that idea. But on with the art. First things first, Neskane. Now you'll probably recognise his work most recently from the Uprising Origins trailer, those awesome images of King's Row, the chaos in the area, the strike team and more. You may also recognise his style in his work from Overwatch comics. He's done Mission Statement, the Farah comic, Dragon Slayer, the Reinhardt comic as well. Hailing from France, Neskane's worked with Blizzard many a year and has worked on World of Warcraft comics too. If you want to have a look at some more of his work than what I've showed here, Google Neskane Overwatch, you can go check out his Twitter, maybe his DeviantArt, mandatory art statement, your tastes may vary. Below the first 10 rows of his DeviantArt there are some men in what I would describe as briefs, short shorts or trunks. So if you're at work and want to avoid looking at that, it's entirely up to you. Next up we've got Ludo Lullaby. Now I used to call this Lullaby, but then I kind of worked out that it's probably Lullaby. Ludo's work you may have seen in Hearthstone, World of Warcraft and Overwatch. He's got a history with World of Warcraft, he's done World of Warcraft comics, some of which are also available on Madefire like the Overwatch comics by the way, and a World of Warcraft graphic novel through DC, Curse of the Worgen. If you've ever played World of Warcraft, you may also have seen his work tens, hundreds, thousands of times on certain splash screens as you're loading in the game. Overwatch wise, he was working on First Strike, all of the awesome pages you saw from that over the last couple of years. Sadly that of course has been cancelled. You couldn't blame him for perhaps taking a little break from Overwatch, so do slide on over to his Facebook page and support him by having a look at a bunch of his cool work. He's got loads of cool stuff. His DeviantArt is also chock full of penciled pages from World of Warcraft and other comics and graphic novels that he's worked on. Some of them are in French, I don't fully understand them, but I need to go and check them out because the art is really cool. He also has a YouTube and streams from time to time. I've linked that as well. Go check it out. Next up we have Dashiana. Now you'll probably recognise her, I may have seen her work around for her eye-popping, very colourful and sharp accentuated style of drawing people and figures. There's loads of cool Overwatch characters and workaround skins that she's done. I'm a big fan of this Beaver, all systems buzzing, and the McCree here as well. And in a different approach here, a really nice Anna and young Farah, a little scene she finished recently, which I'm a massive fan of. Obviously, Anna main here. You may have seen the Sombra that I've used in a couple of my thumbnails for various videos that she very kindly let me use, and if you want to check out more of her work, go and have a look at her Twitter for lots of work in progress stuff and sketches. You can also have a look at her ArtStation for a bunch of finished stuff as well. Next up, some very different and cool pictures here. This is Soki's work. You might have seen some of it pop up on the Overwatch subreddit if you frequent there. Her very, very cool and hilarious outfit swaps with Ryan and various people changing all of their outfits are pretty awesome. She also has a very cool Canadian Overwatch original character called Cage that she's designed, and a bunch more stuff too. Go take a peek over at her Tumblr. I've linked specifically to the art swaps there. Word of warning about Tumblr as always, deviate beyond that link, maybe you will go into mildly not work viewable territory. Last by no means least, if you appreciate 8-bit and pixel style, we should go give Andre Sargent or A Sarge a look. He does some sweet Overwatch pixel art and animations as well as fan pieces of other games too. You may recognise his Escort the Payload piece. Look at the detail in the background here that I really love, and for longer term viewers of this channel might also recognise the original Strike team that I use in a bunch of videos. He's working on a game called Ether at the moment, and you can see a bunch of art from that, his work and similar, all on his Tumblr, which I've linked in the description and is here too. So there you have it. Are you excited for a new art book? Do you look at a lot of Overwatch art? Who are your favourite artists and creators? Do share names with me in the comments below. Links may get auto-moderated comment-wise, so try not to share directly. And let me know if you'd like to see me perhaps do a community showcase of video art and animation, music, general creativity, or perhaps that kind of thing a bit more often. Thanks for tuning in. As Diva would say,
like, follow, subscribe!
And for all my regular Overwatch lore and voice lines, interactions, voice actor interviews, and more covering Overwatch and its world, do check out the playlist here. I have some exciting things coming up for you in the next couple of weeks I can't wait to share as soon as I'm able to. Thanks for tuning in as always. I've been Hammeh. Take it easy.